big claws as well, so one swipe, that'll puncture your meat. So if it swipes you across your throat, you're done. One swipe across your throat, you're dead. To be attacked by a grizzly bear, that's certain death, especially the woman one, because they're defending their children. They look at you like you're a threat. You know what I mean? David said he played with bears as with lambs, man. Your child's play. So imagine what David was doing on the battlefield. What he was doing to mere mortals, man, people. He probably didn't even need a sword majority of the time. He probably just snapping necks and throwing them, backhanding them. You know what I'm saying? Taking them by the armor, flinging them. One swipe, two guys will go flying this way, another swipe, you know? That's a mighty man. You know what I mean? That's a man of might. And he learned from the animals, the beasts, the predators, man, predators. He learned how to be a predator from the animals, man. He said his hand was so strong, it bent the bow of steel. He said that the Most High trained his hands to fight. And he wrestled with the predators then. Most man, because when man are weaker now, innit? So man will wrestle with other men.
Yeah.
You're not going to wrestle with an actual animal. Because if you go in there, the animal don't understand rules.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't understand English. He gonna fight you, he's fighting to kill you. But David went in there just to play. Because he knew he could handle the power of the animal.
Yeah.
But the animal though, he's not thinking to play or he's thinking to go in there to kill you. You step into his territory, a lion's trying to kill you, man. But David went in there just to play, just to practice, just to maneuver, test out his skills, you know? Because he was gonna try and use that on the battlefield.
Yeah.
You know? Because when a lion comes to kill you, his eyes, there's no fear. So he said, yeah, I want to be like that on the battlefield.
Yeah.
He said he did tread them down. In Psalms, when he prayed to the Most High, the God of war, he said, he did tread them down. His hands, feet.
Yeah.
You got something?
This is Psalms 18 and 29. For by thee have I run through a troop.
Yeah, see a bear, when a bear runs through a troop, a bear don't fear. The bear just gonna run through.
Yeah.
Go on.
And by my power have I leaped over a wall.
By my power, I leaped over a wall. You know what I'm saying? Talking about boom, right over the thing. You know? Go ahead.
As for the Most High, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord Yahawah Yahawashi is tried. He is a buckler to all those that trust in him.
Right, he's a buckler to all them that trust in him. So in order for the Most High to be a buckler is like a sword. When you sword buckle, okay? He's a buckler to them that trust him. You have to trust in him. Otherwise the Lord not gonna, like a woman, if your woman not trusting you, you don't really have no one to defend her because she don't have no confidence in you. Right?
For who is our power, save the Lord Yahawah? Or who is the rock, save our power? It is the Most High that girdeth me with strength, and maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hinds feet, and setteth me upon the high places. He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken in mine arms.
So the Most High put the spirit on David of war, man. So to show you that all manner of war comes from the Lord. You know? All manner of expertise. You know, an expert man that could build axe and
Yeah.
you know that all came from the Lord. The Most High put the spirit and thoughts in man to know how to wield different weapons of war, man.
Yeah.
Sword. Different swords, man, because you got swords that can bend that way. You got a double-edged sword. You got like a meat cleaver.
Yeah.
You got different type of swords, man.
Yeah, the Lord, it says in the scriptures that he is a God of wisdom. So all variations of wisdom, it could be you fighting, or it could be wisdom of singing, all sorts of things. You know?
All of that came from Yahawah, man.
I got a precept, yeah.
Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon and Wisdom of Solomon 7:17 says, He hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements, the beginning, the ending of the midst of the times, the alteration of the time, the turning of the sun and the changing of the seasons, the circuit of the years, the position of the stars, the nature of the living creatures. You're going into
the nature of the living creatures, man. So Solomon knew about the creatures, the nature of them, how they live, how they function, you know, what they do to survive, how they rear their young, how they mate, how they breed, what season of the year do they breed on, you know what I'm saying, what they eat, to know all their nature, man. Okay, go ahead.
the furies of the wild beasts, the furies, F-U-R-I-E-S, furies of the wild beasts, the violence of the winds,
right?
the reasoning of men,
the
diversities of the plants, and the virtue of the roots.
See that? So he had understanding of the different plants, man, and the roots. You got different. I don't know, I wasn't that interested in the plant. I'm gonna lie. I was more into the animals, man. But there's different types of even plants, man. Flowers, trees. You know what I mean? Leaves.
Yeah. In Jamaica, in Australia they call it bush tucker, when you understand what you can eat and what you can't eat, and in Jamaica they call it in the bush, you know, just
meat. Man that master the herbs, man.
Yeah, herbs.
No different herbs.
Smoking weed, the weed you can use it as a herb, what they're smoking now, which is messing up their head, but it's a herb.
You see what I'm saying? You can use it, but you're not really smoking. Go ahead.
Last one. All such things are as either sacred or manifest, them I know.
You see that? So, but Yahawashi, Solomon was Yahawashi. So that spirit was naturally on him. But all of that knowledge came from the Creator.
We're gonna get
knowledge that we know comes from the Creator.
We're getting there now on a low level, but we're gonna get there 100%. You know, if we're in that number, we're gonna get all that back.
Yeah, man, but in the kingdom, we're gonna be able to talk to the animals. In X-Men, yeah, you had certain mutants that could talk to the animal. Like I believe it was Sabretooth. He knew how to talk to the animal. Wolverine, like one of the Wolverine movies. There was one bear.
Yeah.
I think he got shot by a poisonous arrow. And then the bear was dying, innit? And then Wolverine came to the animal and asked, he must have tried to communicate with the bear. And the bear basically told him who shot him. And that's when Wolverine went to the pub to find the guys that shot the arrow into the bear. And then he did something, I forget what happened, but he was able to communicate with the bear. And then the bear asked him to put him out of his misery. Then Wolverine put his claws and killed mercy killing to the bear. So in the end, we're gonna be able to it's gonna say you know the furies of the wild beasts.
Can't.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be able to communicate with bears, horses and wolves. Wolf.
Yeah.
You got the grey wolf. Esau was killing off the wolf because in America, because the wolves were hunting down their cattle, man, their sheep. The wolves are breeding. So Esau started shooting them down to reduce their numbers. So they could, because your sheep, that's your business. You know? You breed the sheep, that's your income. The wolves are killing off your sheep. That's your livelihood. But I think they banned killing off the wolves in the early 1900s, I believe. Yeah, so we're gonna know about the wolves and everything.
There's one wrestler, Khabib, right, and he had a fight with Conor McGregor. 2019, but the history, when you look at what he used to do as a young child, his father used to make him wrestle with bears. You know, in Russia,
I didn't see that.
yeah. So as he was growing up from a young age, 12 years old, he used to wrestle with baby bears. Definitely baby bears, because now you can't wrestle with adult bears. But he grew up wrestling with bears, so when he fights, he's naturally strong, and he uses he understands body mechanics. And when he beat Conor McGregor's brother Cesar Jake, the Irish guy, he's well known for being arrogant and outspoken. He wrestled him to death, man. He tired him out. He was exhausted, man. He couldn't use his boxing technique, because every time he tried to use his boxing technique, he'd go down to the knees and take him to the floor and just put him in them chokeholds, the sleeper chokehold and all them kind of he wrestled him to death, tied him out. So he learned that from the bear.
You know what I mean?
You know?
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. God, you got different monkeys, man. You got different species of monkey. You got chimpanzee and what's it? What do you call that? Baboon. You got baboon,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Orangutan and and different chimps, man.
They have a very good understanding. Man.
Yeah.
I remember going in back in the islands. I went back there when I was younger, and you go high up in the mountains. There's actually I forget the name of them. Them small monkeys, man. They're always smiling. They're cheeky, man. Like you have food in your hand, and then you start playing with them on like a psychological level, but they start outplaying you.
Yeah.
You know, people think the animals are dumb. They're very intelligent.
The monkey in martial arts, you mentioned martial arts, monkey is known as the thief. Because it beats you with wit. Yeah. They use intelligence. And when you study all the animals, they all got their strengths, and so they say styles make fights. So when someone's into martial arts, they say, oh, is that what style is? If he's an eagle, I got to beat him. I maybe have to use snake style to beat him. Because so that's all the elite who's into it. The Chinese people, the so-called, which they get it all from us anyway. The Buddha and all that, they get it all from us, from King David.
You're talking about the howler, right?
Yeah, little small.
Howler monkey.
Yeah.
I think it's a howler.
Yeah. They're very cheeky.
They're known for their intelligence.
You got them different monkeys, man. Baboons. Baboons, they eat meat. They're meat eaters. They got them long canines. They eat meat. Gorillas, powerful, but they're herbivores, man. They only eat leaves.
Yeah.
And shit, man. You think that they're meat eaters? More herbs and that.
Yeah.
Baboons, they're meat eaters. They'll hunt down like gazelle and eat the meat, man. You know?
It's
and
like
you
the
see them in
elephants.
packs, innit? And they hang around like caves, innit? Baboons. You got them long canines, man.
Yeah.
Man, they got them red bottoms.
Just like the elephant. The elephant's a very large animal, but it's a herbivore.
Yeah, exactly. It's a herbivore. I said, you got the herbivores, you got carnivores. You know? You got them ivory tusks. Esau killed the elephant for the tusks, man. Wipe out the rhinos for the horn.
I know.
The white rhino. Esau wiped them out.
You've got a lot to pay for, man.
They're endangered species.
Yeah.
Because of Esau. Hunt them down, the tiger hunt down the... That's what I hate, that's what I despise, man. When they hunt down the tigers and wiping them out and posing with the tiger skin.
Yep.
I'm thinking, you ain't supposed to do that.
I know.
You're not supposed to be doing that.
Put them in their houses, isn't it?
Hunt them down with a gun and shoot them down. You're not supposed to be doing that. You know? You don't hunt them down for sport. 100 of them, killing them off, wiping them out. You see them all lined up, the dead bodies at the time lined up.
Yeah.
You skin them. That's Esau, man. He kills something just for sport. Is to say that's what I did.
Yeah.
He's a killer, man. He's a killer. Well,
Real quick one. We're talking about Adam. This is Genesis 2 and 19. And out of the ground the Lord power formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name
Adam, don't get twisted, Adam had power, you know. He defined animals. He had the power to sit there and say that is that.
Can't.
This is that.
Can't.
This I'm gonna call this. He begun it. He begun the names, man. There's great power in defining. Esau wants that. Esau wants the ability to define what is and what isn't. Adam had that power. He defined what was this, what was that. That's great influence, man. Something that all people, they all agreed what Adam said it was. Because he's the chief one that said to everybody, this is this and that is that. So Adam was Lord. He said I think he was Lord of all creatures. So Adam had some power, man. Go ahead. Like Noah had power. He was able to control the animals into the ark.
Can't.
He had some type of power, man, where he was able to summon. You go into it with a certain amount of number for unclean beasts and a certain amount of number for clean beasts.
Yeah. So lucky because Noah, when you work with animals, they have to trust you to be around you. And his name, Noah, means comfort. So his spirit had a very comforting, he connected with those animals on a comforting level, so they knew, I can come to you.
That movie,
animals
yeah.
are gonna just walk up to you and get in a shit. That ain't gonna happen.
That's what gonna happen, man.
That Tarzan, when we they made us grow up watching Tarzan, the white Tarzan. We grew up watching that. And we saw, we didn't know any better, but we thought the white man was, but they got that from Adam.
They got that from us, bro. See, all of that, man connecting with animal, they got that from the scriptures, man. King David did that. He connected with the animals. Adam did that. Noah. Right? You know what I'm saying? And you can talk to a horse, man. You gotta feel that horse has to be comfortable around.
Yeah.
You can connect with horses, man.
Yeah.
You can talk to horses.
Yeah.
Like you got a stallion, that's wild. But if you can master the spirit of a stallion, you can get the stallion to obey you, man.
I was watching.
You can master it. You can tame it.
Yeah, I was watching a little documentary. I couldn't watch it too long, but I watched the bit I watched. The man was training. He owns land and he owns horses. And a person visiting said he wants to be able to get close to the horses. So they said you've got to have a certain posture, like as if you're an old man, and you've got to be walking like as if you're vulnerable. The body language. It's all about body language. But, as you were saying, about body language. So, but I still don't like when I see Esau around animals.
Yeah, Esau, Who's Esau, man? He's the devil.
Yeah.
He's trying to tell us how to convert all of the animals. Here it is, you're a vagabond. In Genesis, the Most High made you a vagabond and a fugitive, and you think you're going to educate us, man. Get out of here, man. You're the original murderer. You're you to tell us about how to do right and wrong. Get out of here, man. Touching up the animals, but at the same time, you wiping them out.
Right.
Under your reign and leadership, the animals are becoming extinct. You guys see what's going on in Miami? There's a lake, there's a fish, there's a lake, and some type of fumes are going into the water and it's wiping out thousands of fish, man. Thousands of fish are just dead on the surface of the waters, man.
Yeah, I saw that.
Where is it? Is it Miami? Something like that? I think it's in Miami, man. Forget the name of the lake. But there's thousands of fish that's dead, man. All types of species. I saw the footage, man. Esau's wiping the life while he's making documentaries, making out like he's an expert on it.
Yeah.
He's a devil, bro. We're gonna make sure he don't touch no animal in the kingdom. We're not gonna touch none of them. None of them. He's gonna be the animal. We're gonna lock him up in the cage and put a chip in him so we can monitor him.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? He's not going to be touching the animals no more. Because you know Esau, he puts his tongue all up in the dog's mouth and
Yeah,
sucking on the
yeah,
dog,
yeah,
kind of dirty shit, man.
Yeah.
What did Job say? He said, I wouldn't want them, they're the dogs of my flock. Because they were vile back then and they vile now.
They still do that. When I was in Christianity, when I was
sex with horses and, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Getting bent over by a horse, yeah.
and
Yeah.
Even the prime ministers, man, it's one of their rights. Was it David Cameron? He had to do with a pig.
You see? You make up these little things, man. You invent these little things, but you get it from the Hamites. You know, like them dirty, different, them Canaanites, man. They were doing all that. He said, I cast them out because they were doing all these abominations, man. Bestiality, they shall not lie down with a beast because you defile yourself. Esau got that from them Hamites, man. Because they were doing all that. You know what I mean? Conjuring up them demons, man. Having sex with animals and shit. I think some woman got caught for that. She was having sex with a dog or something.
yeah.
Kill their kids after that too.
You see? That's they got a different spirit on them, man.
Yeah.
How are you gonna have sex with your dog? How would you do that? Like, that means a dog is doing something to you.
Yeah, this woman, she put yogurt on her pum pum. She put yogurt on her pum pum, right? So that the dog can come and, you know, they do. That's yeah, to go and lick off the yogurt off the pum pum. That's why they love dogs so much. And they all own dogs as well.
You know? Well, that's them heathens for you. That's them heathens, man. You got certain nations, man, that they get so mesmerized by the animals that they worship the animals, man. Like them Elamites, man, they worship the monkey god, the elephant, you know, them different, the elephant head, man. The one-eyed goats, man, they worship cows. They worship cows. They think cows are sacred, man.
In India, if a cow's walking across the road, you as a car driver, you have to stop and wait for that cow to go past, man.
Yeah. Can't.
Certain animals are considered to be sacred in certain countries, man. You know? Then you got certain people, they'll eat any animal, man. They'll eat nothing is unclean or clean, they'll eat anything, man. Snakes, insects.
Yeah. But
All they gotta do is wash it.
Yeah. But that's Esau. That's Esau's thing.
Nah, that's Moab, man.
Yeah, but Esau does, because you know that program I'm a celebrity, get me out of here.
Yeah.
That's Esau in his own spirit.
Yeah, scorpions and shit.
He's got any precepts?
Proverbs 11. So like Proverbs 12 and 10.
I'm getting a bit angry talking about animals. I'm getting upset a bit, you know.
But the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel.
You know?
Read that again.
A righteous
I'm
man
gonna put some
regardeth
curses
the
tonight,
life
bro.
of his beast.
A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast. You don't poach the animals. Running in the damn woods with a rifle in your hand on a horseback, shooting down the foxes for sport. You're supposed to take care of the animals. The Most High made man to be lord over the creatures, meaning you have a responsibility. You're not supposed to be wiping them out. You're supposed to be over them. Do you know what I mean? He said, made Adam lord of all thy creatures. That's in these Ezra's, man. He made us Adam to be lord of the creatures. So man is, the Most High put man, an ordained man to be over all creation, man. But look at what Esau's doing. Right.
But the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. But the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel.
The tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. Go ahead.
That's it on that.
Anything else?
Yeah,
Go back to the
I've got
original scripture.
more.
Go back to the original scripture. You know the 104? Psalms 104.
Psalms 104. That's the right.
Yeah, man, you gotta take interest in the animals, man. I was interested in wildlife. I bought the videos of the lions, the cheetahs, the tiger. I was very interested in predators, man. Snakes, cobras, the venomous snakes, man. And I like them killer animals, man.
Calm predators, yeah. Yeah, killing machines, man.
Yeah, it's very interesting to watch how they operate, how they live. You know what I mean? Like wolves.
Calm.
Like in a wolf pack, man, you got the leader, and then you got like middle ones, and then you got like the one that's always getting bullied. You got like a wolf that's always getting bullied by the rest of them. You always got like an order.
Yeah, alpha males as well.
Yeah. You got the alpha ones, then you got the one male that's always getting picked on, like the beta kind of one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they all work together. So you got that. You got hyenas, man.
Yeah.
You got hyenas.
Yeah.
You know that in hyenas packs, the female is the top one.
Yeah, matriarchy.
Yeah, it's matriarchal.
Yeah.
like they just use the male hyenas for the dick. That's it.
Yeah.
Just for breeding.
Yeah.
But it's the woman one that they're the top on top. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And their pussy looks like a dick. It's like their pussy is like transvestite. It's like they like transvestite because when you examine the pump, you know, this is all in the science. The pussy, it's like it can do what a man thing can do, but it can also be penetrated as well. So that the Mosai is, you know, the Mosai is on another level, man. Yeah. You know, as you said, but she's the matriarchy. She's the female, the alpha female.
Yeah. And if you check hyenas here, they're always at war with the lions.
Every
time you see lion kill something, the first scavenger that pop up on the scene is the hyena. But they always do it in packs. There's like an eternal war between the lion and the hyena.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He watereth the hills from his chambers. Psalms 104 and 13. He watereth the hills from his chambers. The earth is satisfied with the fruit of thy works.
Read that again.
He watereth the hills from his chambers. The earth is satisfied with the fruit of thy works.
Yeah, exactly. So, what they say? It said what?
He watereth the hills from his chambers.
Yeah.
The earth is satisfied with the fruit of thy works.
The earth is satisfied with the fruits of thy works. Because all nature works in harmony. All nature is satisfied. You know? Everything works in harmony. You know? It all works, it all cycles together, man. It all works. The earth is satisfied. Well,
he causeth the grass to grow for the cattle.
He causeth the grass, you see that? It's satisfied. The cattle is satisfied with the earth. Because they call it grazing. That's what the antelopes do, they graze. Like the zebra, the antelopes, they graze on the grass, innit? Horses, they eat from the grass, the cows, you know? You gotta give the cows freedom to eat, to graze.
Yeah.
You know? Green pasture. And then what they do, they migrate. Because obviously the seasons change. So they might migrate to greener pastures. Okay? Or when the summer comes, the waters dry up. And when the waters dry up, they have to migrate. And when the cattle migrate, who has to follow them? Who feeds on the cattle? The predators. So the lions, they gotta keep focus on the cattle. But you can't lose focus on what you're eating. Because you might, when you're hungry, what are you gonna eat? So you gotta follow your prey. You know? Go ahead. So nature, animals are very much manipulated by nature. You know? In nature, the Most High, the works of the Most High, the earth, the greenery, the water, even us, we need all this in order to survive, to maintain and to survive. And the Most High feeds all creation. He looks after us all. They say if the Most High look after the birds of the air, how much more us? Weird.
And herbs for the service of man.
And herbs for the service of men. You got them Rasta man, they're deep with the herbs, man. I went there today. I bought some sorrel and some ginger, man. So it was like for £4.
Yeah,
Yeah. But then you got the turmeric and the ginger. He's selling that for 12. He said it to me for £8. He said he originally said it for £12. I was like, nah, I can't. It's too much money in it. It was like a little bottle in it. You go Brixton, they deep in the herbs, man. Like they know all the. They got it there, man. It's obviously, it's expensive, but they got the thing, man. You get me? Them Rasta man, they're deep into nature. So one Rasta man, he walks around barefoot, man.
Yeah.
Deep into nature, man.
We was talking about that it's actually good for you. It's good for you to get the energy from the earth.
Yeah.
It's good. It's actually
that's true. It's true. Because if your feet are clogged up in the shoes all the time, you don't get the air.
Not on the concrete though, but earth. Grass.
You need to absorb.
Yeah.
It's true. Go ahead.
That he may bring forth food out of the earth.
Food out of the earth. Potatoes. Broccoli, man. Avocado.
Yeah.
Ginger.
Yeah.
Cranberries, blueberries.
Yeah.
Raspberries, man. Mango, coconut.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Papaya.
Yam looks like the root. When you actually see yam gotten from the ground, it's like a root. It looks like a root of a tree.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? All of them things, man. All of that good stuff. Berries, you can cherries, man, from the trees. Cherries, you can pick cherries, man. You can eat all these things.
Yeah.
And survive.
Right. Yeah, I might do it.
Juniper roots. The scriptures talk about juniper. Esau was eating of juniper roots.
Yeah, the roots, yeah. It looked like yam as well. The root actually looked like yam. And the berries look like just like they look like cherries, like, you know?
You know what I'm saying? You got goji berries, man. Different types of berries. Very good for antioxidants.
Yeah.
Detoxing the body, cleaning the bloodstream, cleaning out that bad stuff. The skin, man. The skin is the biggest organ of your body. If your skin look bad, you show that there's something not right with your inside. So you must eat the food, the medicines out of the earth. That's the food. Read that again.
That he may bring forth food out of the earth, and wine that maketh glad the heart of man.
Yeah, so from them berries, from what? Okay, what come out of the berries? No. Wine comes from grapes. Yeah, grapes. Excuse me, man.
Yeah.
Grapes. I was eating some grapes yesterday, the black ones. They're nice, but they were seedless though. They're not supposed to be seedless.
No. I'll get some grapes. They always have to have seed, and I eat the seeds too. Yam them same way. The seeds are good for you too.
Yeah. Because I've been raised up to not eat the seeds, but you should still eat them.
Yeah. If you get the dried grapes, and you get the proper dried grapes, they look flat. They're powerful with the seeds, and the seeds don't taste like, it just tastes like roasted nuts or something.